is enough, and it's time for a change.
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some
Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar should.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Oh, son of a bitch, if you just heard the glass shatter smashed all over the place, it's for one reason and one reason only. It's the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 158, and I am the man of the hour, too so weak to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa. Oh, guys, it is 3 years this weekend, 3 years since the Sunday Segue has been about. It's been a long time. And I am just ecstatic. So I want to say a massive thank you to all the seg heads, all the guests, all the listeners, everyone that's played their part in us, because we're going strong. And yeah, it's happy days. So I know it's WrestleMania Day, which means that we have our WrestleMania live show later. So you may be thinking, why are you doing another show? Well, we still have some people who need the segue fix, you know, have to get their segue fix in every Sunday, as we do. So we've got to make sure that we give you it every Sunday without a shadow of a doubt. So let me introduce you to my guest today. It is WrestleMania weekend. So when there's a pay-per-view on, you know what time it is. It is the pay-per-view prediction panel. So usually Fane Back's here. He should be here. I don't know where he is, but we'll try and see if we can get him involved a little bit later. But you know, the other half of that prediction panel is none other than No Shady, Tom Brady.
Ooh, it's WrestleMania weekend, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. What a time. What a time. Sorry for blowing your eardrums out there, everyone, but I'm super excited. What a day. We've been waiting for this for so long.
I know.
I think they're going to kill it. Oh my God, it's going to be so good.
Oh, God. And then also, listen, it's been a hot minute, but you know, when I find out this guy is available, I have to get him on straight away. It is none other than the vicious ranter himself, the one and only Mr. Tim Vicious.
Rejoice, my children, the YouTube Messiah has returned. Thanks for having me on, Kenny. I'm definitely way fucking stoked for tonight. Not just for Mania, because it's Mania, but, you know, it's my birthday also. So I've been going around saying I've been going around saying I'm Mr. WrestleMania for like 3 weeks now.
Happy birthday, homie. 31 and looking young. God damn it.
It's the beard. That's what it is. It keeps me young.
I tell you what, man, that beard, mate, listen, my friend has got a beard like that as well. And I keep saying, right, I'm trying that shit and it's not working. I know you seconds can't see it right now, but Tim Vicious and Tom can see the shit. It's going, this is the longest it's been, and I'm trying. I get up and close on this. I'm trying, but it's not, you know, I'm trying.
Look at Beard of the Month. They have vitamins that you can take that that'll actually help with beard growth.
Hey, I'm on that straight away. Guys, we have got a lot to get through today. We are going to review NXT Takeover Dallas. Can't wait for that. I know Tom, he hasn't seen the last 2 matches, so you know we'll make sure he mutes for that, and then he'll come back on after. But also we're going to preview obviously WrestleMania and go through the matches. But let's just kick into it. Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check out our website. That's sundaysegwaypodcast.wix.com/Sunday Segue. Also make sure you go to our Twitter, that's at Sunday Segue, Segue spelled SEGUE. Also, you can follow me, that's at Kinny Killa, Killa spelled KILLA. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, rate us on iTunes. You can listen to us on Podomatic, Stitcher. Don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Right. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our listeners and a guy that hollered at me. His name is Marcus Lugo. That is his wrestling name. He is a wrestler for Pro Evolution Wrestling, where I went and trained for the day for my birthday, for my 30th. So I want to give a shout out to Marcus Lugo. Shout out. There you go, my friend. Much obliged for listening. So, Tim, any shout outs?
I got 3, actually. I'm going to do 1, obviously, executive producer for my show, Mr. Olive Ben. He's on Twitter at Olive Ben. My client, who I am the advocate for, Bronx Bitch Forever, that's number 4, as well as Beardaholics. It's Beard OHOLIC. They do Beard of the Month contests, and rest assured, I'm going to be entering in that, and I'm hell bent and determined to win this time.
Oh God, Brady, any shout-outs?
Just a big shout out to One Wrestling, of course. Check out the Sunday Segue TV after this. It'll be not that anyone cares about New Japan this week, but just check it out anyway. It'll be real good, real good.
Oh my God, I want to give a shout out to some of the segheads here. So it's going to be a long list, so bear with me. Shout out to The Final Pin. Shout out to Smash_Talk WWE. At WWE Fan Lewis 1990. At the WWE Podcast. Mia here. Jake Barnes. Who else? We got Connor 96 Cena. We got WWE Count Out. Sam John Holman. We got Nick Thompson. Sam Medina. Alert Hamza. Keanu Rivers. We got Sean Weeklis. Who else we got? We got Big Papi Pachu. We got Big Papi Palombo. Big Papi Palombo. Big Papi Palombo.
That's a
right.
solid shout out
Big
for him.
Papi Palombo. There you go. We got Lucha Bet. We also got Buddy Lee. Who else we got, man? We got not WWE booking. We got April H. That's at Wrestlemania C86. Man. Oh, we got loads to go through. We got Wrestling Booth. Who else we got? We got DD with Amy and Miley. Shout out to those girls. They got their wrestling bloggers. We got shout out to Dirty Boy. Shout out to Tracy Taylor, who's a wrestler. We got shout out to Goldilocks, and I'm talking former TNA fame Goldilocks. Shout out to Goldilocks. Thanks for following us. Howard Ward, Suplex Statement, EWN Podcast, The Beatdown, Female Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Fan Zone, Matthew Paul, The Kingdom. There you go. Shout out to all of you. Christopher James, the Team Hill Podcast. There you go. Shout out to all of you. Whew, God, I need to take a breath.
Need a drink?
Yeah. I'm a bit parched.
Solid, man.
I'm a bit parched. Right. Shout out to Max Wrestling, also our business partners in crime, One Wrestling, Offshoot Radio, You What as well. Make sure you check those guys out. Okay, let's get into it. Takeover Dallas. Woo, man.
Whoa.
Man. What? I'm just speechless. What a takeover, Tim. What a takeover. The best takeover so far, and this is gonna knock Wrestlemania out of the park.
Yeah, it was. You know that picture of Vince grabbing his ear when he's nervous as hell? After TakeOver, Vince had to be doing that, like, TakeOver was how good? How am I going to make Mania even better? It's honestly, it set the bar so high for this weekend that, it's the only way I could picture Mania getting better is if God himself comes down and, like, interferes in a match.
Oh, man, Brady, let's get into it straight away. First match, we had American Alpha taking on the Revival. Now, I always say the Revival don't get the credit that they deserve. These guys have, like they say, their slogan, no flips, just fists. I love it. They came out new trunks, new t-shirts, everything. They're bringing old school back. They took it to American Alpha, who are obviously the favorites going in, even though Revival are the tag champs. This match kicked off so fast, straight away. It reminded me of New Japan.
Yeah, that's how you get a crowd hyped, isn't it? Like, get American Alpha out there, get the match going super, super fast. And both teams were on point. Like, there was one real bad botch in the match that they caught up on, but screw it. Like, this match was awesome. Oh, my God. My favourite bit by far was Dash going under the ring. And popping up, and he pulls Jordan off the apron, and I'm like, that's the cheating that I want to see. That's the old school stuff. That's the best. They're so good, and like you say, they don't get the credits if they're the Rival.
No, they honestly don't, and everyone always brings up the Minnesota Wrecking Crew when it comes to them too, and I give the Minnesota Wrecking Crew all the credit in the world. They were a phenomenal tag team, but in all honesty, these two remind me more of the Brainbusters, Arn and Tully. They were just straight up like two guys that'll go and deck you if you go and try and pull off some like high-end technical move. They're like, stop pulling off that kind of shit, son. We're supposed to wrestle.
Exactly. And that's what they did. They wrestled. I mean, they were so quick in making sure that they kind of took American Alpha down. Even though the first part of the match, it was a lot of American Alpha. They were getting, doing the high spots, doing the double drop kicks, doing the double German suplexes.
Oh, that was the best as well.
Yeah.
When Dash and Dawson were like trying to grab each other and double German them. Oh, it's sick. Love that.
There was so much great tag team moves in there. Then when it got to the middle, it slowed down a bit, Brady. And then that's when Dash and Dawson decided to take over. I remember what you're saying about the botch. That they shouted you.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The match was still good.
It was kind of funny that they got a Botchamania chant going for that. But it was, but that. I think that's on how you have to play out a match. Like you start out fast and strong, slow it down, and then have the end come off fast and strong again. Otherwise, if you just make it go fast nonstop, you don't give the fans enough time to breathe and soak in the match.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Dash and Dawson handled that really well as well. They were looking at the crowd, like pointing at themselves, like me.
Yeah.
And the slow pace in the middle was perfect for them. And then the ending, which was again super fast, just blew it out the park. Like I loved that. I love Jason Jordan. I don't think he gets enough credit either because Gable is so good. But Jason Jordan, I love when he like takes off the straps and he's like, his face was like the maddest man I've ever seen.
It's like Angle. It's like the spirit of Kurt Angle takes over on him.
It's like when he was doing that scream and he was running around the ring. All I could think of was a Rick Steiner when he was like, that's all I could think of. But the finish came. I mean, we got hot tags, we got loads of changes, loads of hot tags, and then there was a point where he tried to go for the finish, and then I think Dash and Dawson kind of like pulled one of them out of the way. Jason Jordan hurt him. He went full force into that turnbuckle. But then they prevailed. They managed to get the finish, and the crowd went crazy. What a match to start off with! Just what we needed for NXT Takeover Dallas. And then we went. Then we went into
Corbin.
It was Aries and Corbin, I believe. Yeah,
Aries and Corbin. Which again, I was looking forward to seeing Aries wrestle. I love Austin Aries. Now the size issue, Tim, was I didn't know how much it would affect. I didn't know how much it would affect. It would affect the match, and what kind of story they were trying to tell. But I don't know. This is definitely a small part of a bigger picture, I think, in this feud.
Yeah, and I think they started working on that slowly at the last takeover in London. When Corbin went after Cruz, because you even heard on the commentary, they were saying Corbin doesn't like the quote unquote indie darlings. So if they could have him just be like on a one man mission to go and be like, I don't care if you did 300 shows in a high school gym. I'm here, and have him go and try and brag saying he's like the new measuring stick for NXT.
Yeah.
It's a real good gimmick down there.
Yeah. But I've seen Aries. I saw Aries wrestle back when he was in TNA, when he was with Bobby Roode doing the Dirty Heels, and he was doing tag matches with guys that were like a good foot and a half taller than him. He can work good with guys that are bigger than his size. It's the only issue I got with him is he is honestly like the biggest douche nozzle to ever clock. He knows he's good, but if he doesn't feel like he needs to put everything into a match, he really won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
he's a bit Del Rio in that sense. Like, he'll phone it in if he has to.
Orton was like that for the longest time too.
I think Randy Orton's the best wrestler. Could be the best wrestler in the world. He went for it every single time, but he doesn't go for it nearly enough. Like, it's a shame, really.
It's a shame because you got guys that have all that much talent, and you just want to just go up to them and just punch them in the back of the head. Be like, get your head out your ass and put on a 5-star show.
I've got to be honest, I am not punching Austin Aries in the back of the head because he will beat me up. I reckon one punch from Austin Aries and I'm dead.
Unless you want a brainbuster to the dome.
If he brings out the brainbuster at some point,
he's gonna.
I've taken shots harder than that. I've taken shots harder than that when I was doing my backyard days. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
You can be the Segue representative on this one.
Works for me.
Baron Corbin, on NXT this week, shooting a really, really good promo. I thought it was the best thing that he's done, and I thought it would translate in this match. It didn't to that. I mean, he did a deep 6 on the outside, which was great.
Really disgusting.
Yeah.
It was good for Austin Aries to get the win here. Even though it was a quick roll-up, I thought maybe it would be like a DQ finish, but obviously he got the quick roll-up, which means that there's going to be more to this. So, if this is a small part of a bigger picture, then I'm cool with that.
Not not only that, it also kind of builds with the idea of Aries being the smaller guy, taking out the big guy in the quickest way he possibly could. Because, if Aries would have won doing like the Brain Buster or the Last Chancery, it wouldn't have had as much of an impact as doing a quick roll up would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it keeps Corbin like real strong as well, because I'm a big fan of Corbin at the minute, and I didn't think the match delivered nearly as much as I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, it's the start of a story. There was a lot of rest holds, and I think that really damaged the match quite a lot. A lot of spots where he was just shouting at the crowd, waiting for the next spot. But the like you say, start of a story. Small guy gets one over on the big guy. The big guy will come out next week and probably destroy him.
Yeah.
And then we'll continue from there. And I love those stories. Like, a big fan.
Definitely. So it's a nice 10-minute, 11-minute match, which Austin Aries took it down. So yeah, well done to Aries. But now we get onto the big.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Right, listen. Right. Segheads, how long me and Shugs have been talking about Shinsuke Nakamura, and also obviously on the flip side on Segue TV, you know how much we love Shinsuke. You know how much we talk about Shinsuke. I could not wait for this to happen because I was getting goosebumps as soon as this stuff started popping off. As soon as Sami Zayn come out, I was like, yeah, Sami come out. We know the garb. Let's see what the new music's gonna be like for one. Let's see what the entrance is gonna be like for two. Let's see the reaction. It's just everything, just all encompassing to one. This guy came out, the music started popping. I was like, dude, this is some proper dubstep Japanese shit. I was like, this is the one. This music is fucking sick. The guy comes out, he's standing there, silhouette. Then it does this little harp kind of string thing.
His name
appears and he starts doing some body popping. I was like, yo, Shinsuke is going in, comes out silhouetted and then walks into the light and everyone starts going crazy. The outfit was sick, the charisma. Tim, this guy has got charisma dripping off his charisma.
Yeah, no lie. He is literally the only, and I emphasize, the only man who can properly use the term swag. It's Kenny, you're going to want to check your Twitter in a minute because I'm going to send you something to help prove that point. And if you could just play something like that to just show on Segue TV or whatever, to help prove that. It's from Wrestle Kingdom a few years ago, but you're going to understand that fully. But yeah, the way he just came out, it was just everything. And then when he got in the ring and he did the yow, oh my God.
Oh, that was the best.
This match was, you've heard me and Darren use this all the time, but this was the mother of all Randy Marsh moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just,
right
oh man, dude. It was just so good. It was so good. He comes in. All I'm waiting for is for him to step into the ropes and do his signature pose because that is my thing. I've been to see him wrestle. I've met the guy. He comes in, right, hand over the mouth, points to the hard camera, runs to the ropes. That is it. He does the pose and everyone loses their shit. Bam, finish. Match starts.
It was surreal. It was crazy to see it, watching this guy for so many years and him so over in Japan, and then to see him in, I knew it was going to happen, but I still couldn't believe it when it was happening. And then the match kicked off.
Yeah.
And then the match, and oh my God, my brain just blew up.
Getting goosebumps just talking about the match.
Yeah.
The best bit in this entire match, I'll tell you now, is when Sami Zayn goes strong style.
Dude.
Holy shit. My God.
Could you ever even imagine that would happen? Sami Zayn doing strong style. He had to do that to enable Nakamura to show his strong side. And credit to WWE for allowing him to just change his ring music.
Yeah.
Right? Which is cool.
Music.
Yep. And that's it. You know what I mean? It's all good. And change the name of the finish. And that's it. Yeah. Everything else is cool. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, the Bomaye is now the Kinshasa. Who cares?
I like the Kinshasa.
It's cool.
This was as close to a New Japan match WWE has ever done since WWE's existence. And, fully tip my hat to them on that.
Dude, Nakamura had busted nose. These guys were doing their forearms. The guy,
the 2-minute forearm. But if you had told me 4 years ago we'd have had El Generico and Nakamura wrestling in a WWE ring, the weekend of Wrestlemania, I'd have told you, no way, you're on some freaking seriously strong drugs.
Give me whatever drugs you're having because I want some.
yeah.
But just now, holy shit. That was so. It was just everything any wrestling fan could want. If you're ever going to introduce somebody to wrestling, this is one of the top 5 matches you would have to show them.
Brady, I mean, the finish comes. He goes to the top rope, double Mania or double Kinshasa from the top rope, and then he just gets ready. Everyone knows what's coming. Bam, Kinshasa finishes it. 1, 2, 3. Everyone flips the script. Man, gun salute and the yow, and it's done. And it's just like
Sammy his moment as well.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
That was great. For Sammy.
Yeah.
And they're just doing the code of honor, putting a hand out like that, and then Nakamura letting Sammy take a moment and the crowd singing him off. You know, that was like a perfect way for them to say thank you for everything you did in NXT. Now go kick some ass on the main roster.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, come on now, Brady. It's not, he cannot be on NXT for too long.
Surely.
They need this guy to show everyone else what charisma is all about, because this guy just sweats charisma. He comes out and man, the guy, like, he can speak English and so on, but he doesn't even need that. That's how sick he is.
That's the least important bit of his act. Like, the man busted his nose open, swiped some blood off his nose and licked it. And he's, you know, when they said, like, when he was signing, people were worried about would he be allowed to do what he's normally does, and it was told that he would, and they did. They let him do exactly what he did in New Japan.
But we have to remember, this is NXT. Remember, will they allow him to do this on the main roster? Is another thing. But the thing is now is them trying to go into this, you know, maybe not PG era, but the, you know, I don't know what the term is in America. Was it is it not R-rated, or is it R-rated?
Yeah, it's like the in between.
In between, yeah.
PG-13,
like 13.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try and push the edge to PG as much as possible.
Yeah.
As you know, much like in the same way Ring of Honor does on their TV show, because you know everyone always forgets Ring of Honor's TV tapings are PG. The only time they jump to TV 14 is when they do their pay-per-views.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's move on. Before we let Tom kind of mute, so he doesn't tell about thing. Yeah. Right. Before we do that, I just want to talk about the people that they showed in the crowd. So they showed my man, fucking Kota Ibushi, and the whole place in my house went nuts. I could listen, Segheads, One Wrestling fans, you know what this guy means to me, okay? You know what this guy means to me. He's been out injured, and to see him on fucking WWE television, he has to be in the Global Series. He has to be.
Oh yeah, Graves even wound up mentioning. He mentioned it vaguely in the commentary, saying, you know, we're going to be doing a Global Cruiserweight tournament. There's no doubt he's going to be there. So you know, they already announced Zack Sabre is going to be in it.
Oh man,
yeah.
So you know, the fact that you're going to have both of those two guys in there is just, I'm just, I'm foaming at the mouth waiting to see this happen.
So good.
Brady, what about Bobby Roode? Roode in the crowd, man.
Well, that's one where you're just like, oh, I'm tingly. Oh, it's so good.
He got a massive pop, and he has that WWE look. He looked so good. He was there like,
honestly, I chalk it up to having the short hair, because if he'd have still had that long curly hair, you know for a fact Vince would have been like, oh, what the hell's he doing with that hair?
Yeah,
tell him to cut it off.
Oh man, it's just great. Bobby Roode, man, he will be great for the NXT, but he will be great for the main roster as well. He fits perfectly
with his age as well. They can't waste time with him. He needs to go straight up, and he's a champion, like a main event player, which is exactly what they need right now. And he should go straight in there and just fucking kick some ass. Like, oh my god,
exactly. All right.
Also, really quick, Stephanie McMahon getting booed to hell. That was so funny. She was just like, yeah, I love it.
Right. I'm so we gotta love when you know you're gonna get booed and you just soak it in like, yep, I'm doing my job.
Mm-hmm. Right, Brady, tag out, mute this, keep watching, but mute it, mate. All right, there we go. Here we go. Let's talk about Asuka versus Bayley. Now, this has been a lot of people have had a lot of, obviously amazing things to say about this. But the one thing which is weird is I feel like they needed a buffer in between, because we had a lot with Nakamura and Zayn, and then we had to go into this as well. And also, Tim, it also seemed like it was mirror image where Bayley was playing Sami Zayn and Asuka was playing Nakamura.
Yeah, and aside from that, also I followed Asuka on the indies on and off when she was going by the name Kana, and didn't see a lot of her stuff when she was in Japan, but man, she was freaking phenomenal over there. She heaven help when they turn her heel. If they let her dip into the Kana character, oh man, you're gonna have people freaking the hell out over it. And also noticed, I don't know if you ever noticed, but when she was wrestling in NXT, she was always wearing like those weird foot sock hybrid things underneath her kick pads. This time she was wearing Nikes. I don't know why I noticed that right off bat when she got in there, but I was just like, oh shit, different.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, let's go through the match. Everyone was anticipating this match. Everyone, was thinking, they didn't know how to call it. These two went back and forth again. Obviously, they haven't got the speed as the others, but the way that they conducted themselves, for women's wrestlers was amazing.
Yeah.
All the submission holds, the back and forth. I mean, Bayley, she caught Asuka. Trying to do a rear end. She caught her and put it into a German suplex. What the hell?
I just want to know, how many times did they have to work on that in the ring before the show to make sure, okay, yeah, now I know when to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Because honest to God, that was just like, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was like when you saw Edge spear Jeff Hardy off of a ladder.
Oh, God. Oh,
that you want to talk about like a freaking spot you would never expect to see. That was it. That when Bayley pulled out that submission move on her, that when everyone was freaking out, like, that's the same move she used to win the Iron Man. I was just like, holy shit, she's busting out a new move. They might wind up making her use that as a regular if like she goes against somebody like if she goes against somebody big like Nia Jax and she can't like get them to do the Bayley to belly, just easy enough. Slap that move on.
Dude, Asuka went for a drop kick and Bayley reversed it into a knee lock. What the hell? In the mid-air, she just caught it. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
No doubt in a good 20, we'll say maybe even 30 years, we're going to be seeing Bayley go into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, man, dude, I'm just afraid of what they're going to do to her in the main roster, but we'll get to that in a minute. Again, like I said, a lot of back and forth with this match, but it was mostly Asuka. Asuka, man, right, the way this match finished with Asuka, getting her in, doing the transition, okay, for one submission into the other, into the chicken wing, which was great. She caught her.
Yeah.
Bayley tried to get out of it, and then there was this 360 chicken wing move. She had her in the chicken wing, and she just threw her. She just ragdolled her,
Yeah.
and just sat down and bam, done. Now, was this the right finish for you?
I fully think so, yeah, because in a way it still makes Bayley look strong because, always a firm believer of if somebody submits and taps, that's their way of saying I'm a weaker person. I can't get out of the move. I have to admit you're better.
Mm-hmm.
But if they pass out, then it's just saying, I never once said I'm done. You had to render me unconscious to win.
Yeah, do you reckon there'll be a rematch?
I think there's gonna be, I think there might be, but it also depends on if Bayley winds up getting the call up, because now that she's won, I'm putting everything on, and I'm betting the house and all that she's going to be there on the Raw after Mania.
All right. I'm just going to get Brady in here a minute. I'm just going to get him in because I want to ask him this question. Brady, do you think Bayley turns up on Raw tomorrow?
I obviously don't know the result of the match. I can probably guess what the result of the match is. And I think 100% Bayley is on Raw tomorrow. Oh. And she's getting a ridiculous pop.
Nice. All right. Mute yourself and I'll get you back in a minute.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. Make sure his little baby ears ain't burning. All right. So we're going to go to the main event now. Again, hard thing to follow. So Samoa Joe against Finn Balor. Now Finn Balor comes up with a chainsaw. I thought they shouldn't have done that because we're gonna get the
it was cool because the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm a huge horror movie mark. Not only that, also saw on Finn's hands he had the stars on his one arm. For Chris Travis, which God rest his soul, he passed away. It was good to see Finn pay tribute to him on that.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't like the chainsaw because we're going to see the chainsaw tonight at Mania again, and it was just like, man, you're gonna, like, it's just, I just thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, I understand on that one, but it was just, I mean, like I said, I'm a huge horror movie mark, so that's why I couldn't help but like go nuts, and I gave like a NWA Road Warrior pop when I saw that.
So he comes down, Demon versus Samoa Joe. Now this match was fit to be good. Straight away, bam, headbutt. Samoa Joe's face is totally busted wide open. Man got color. But the funny thing about it, he got color straight away. It actually added to the match, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I've always been a firm believer of I have no problem with blood in a match.
Mm-hmm.
Especially seeing this now. I grew up with ECW in my backyard. From Philadelphia. But if a match calls for blood, that's when you do it. Don't do a blade, but if it calls for blood, don't shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people were saying like fuck PG sucks because when Joe got busted open, they actually had to pull Joe away from Balor on 2 different occasions because of it. But the fact of the matter is, it's not so much that was a PG thing. That's more so protecting company assets sort of thing. Because, if he'd have got blood on him really bad, and that eye swelled up, he wouldn't have been able to work half as good as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, bloodborne pathogens, diseases, all that kind of stuff. You could keep yourself as clean as you want, but you never really know what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And, not only that, we talked about this before the show started. Final Battle 2014, Jay Briscoe versus Adam Cole. They had a fight without honor. Cole got busted open during the match, and during that, in the middle of the match, people went to go and check on him. Medics came in to go check on him, but nobody batted an eye on that. God forbid that a multi-million-dollar company who can afford several medical personnel bother to do something like that when they can.
Yeah. Dude, this match, again, it was great, even though we had the injury. Dude, there was a point, okay, where obviously this looked like this was meant to happen, where Samoa Joe threw Finn Balor into whoever the worker was.
Guard.
The guy, look, it happened so quick, and he did it so hard. You didn't even know a security guard was there. Like, it happened so quick.
You only noticed because of the damn replay. And then when Finn popped up, he popped up like the fucking Undertaker.
Yeah. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? Just messed
bitch,
up.
you did not just throw me in this. You did not just use a motherfucker to hit another motherfucker. No! And then just went off on him.
I wonder what Brady thinks, because he's looking at us now, right? While we're talking, and all he can see is our reactions. But yeah, finish came where Finn Balor he kind of hulked up, he demoned up, did the flying drop kick, coup de grace, bam, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and Joe, he had the Coquito locked in, and Balor just wound up climbing up on the turnbuckles, shades of Piper versus Bret Hart.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I thought of. And, in a way, it makes them both look strong because Finn wound up digging deep and had to fight a little dirty to win.
Yes,
and Joe was able to
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I just had to get Brady back in.
All right, no problem. I'll stop. I can't help it. I'm a chatterbox. I'm Irish. It's what we do. We talk a lot.
Brady, question to you before we go to a break. Who are we more likely to see on Raw tomorrow? Samoa Joe or Finn Balor? Brady? Who are we more likely to see tomorrow? Finn Balor or Samoa Joe?
Who are we more likely to see tonight? That's what I'm gonna say.
What tonight? You reckon?
Oh my god!
Okay. Oh my god, JR. Well,
just when you think you got all the answers, he changed the question.
I've just thrown that cat right amongst those pigeons, and it's going crazy. Tonight we see.
No. Well, we'll leave that for the predictions, right?
Okay.
But who do we see on Raw first? Who do we see? Finn Balor or Samoa Joe? No, Finn Balor or Samoa Joe. Out of those two,
we see Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Yep.
All right, cool. We're gonna go to a break. Yeah, we're going to go to a break, Segheads. Going to go to a break. Then we'll be back with the WrestleMania predictions. And then, obviously, Shook Stunners, Segway Time Machine. Boom. And then we out of here. So don't you miss it.
Live from the In the Room studios located in the Net Carrier Enclave. This is the VOC Nation Radio Network.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite knockout, Mickey James, and you're listening to the VOC Nation.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Thanks for coming on down. It's Save Wrestling, the podcast, and the business-making town. I am your award-winning hostess with the mostest, Shelly Funtime Martinez, and she is my co-host, Dazzling Danielle. Woo! Hello out there. And together we are the Martinez Girls. You finally did it. And you can join us here Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern on the VOC Nation as we save wrestling together, Danielle. Fighting crime. Woo!
And we're back, people. Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast, sponsored by Custom Wrestling Figures, where you can get all your custom-made wrestling figures of any wrestler you want. That's it. Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, Adam Cole, Alpha Female, Sexy Star, Taya, John Taekwondo, Naito, Bushi. Yeah, you could get all of them you want from Custom Wrestling Figures. Go to their Twitter page, please. Make sure you quote Segue, and you will get a little bit of discount. So make sure you do that, people. You can imagine, I can get a figure made of myself. It takes a day to be made. Make sure you go and get it. Make sure you check them out. Custom Wrestling Figures on Twitter. Check those guys out. Chris Mitchell. Blah. Right, so let's go into WrestleMania predictions, people. WrestleMania
Come
tonight.
on.
Stoked, excited. Let's go through the card, baby. If you will. Let's go through the card. All right. Bang. We got it up here. All right, so we'll quickly go through the pre-show matches. Kalisto versus Ryback. Right, so who do you reckon is taking this down, Tim?
Kalisto more than anything, especially given that you know on how I feel about that fuck knuckle rivalry. You know, Robot Hammer hates CM Punk. Past Mark hates Austin Aries. I got my issues with that frickin' troll Ryroid. You know, I ain't gonna spend all that time going off on it. I'm just saying, Kalisto does, and I'm praying he takes him down.
Yeah, it's Brady. It's gonna be like a David versus Goliath match, and it's gonna be definitely used, I feel, to get Kalisto over. Who do you reckon takes it down?
I think it's definitely Kalisto. This has been moved, hasn't it, from the main card to the pre-show?
Yeah.
Honestly, if this was on the main card, I thought it was going to be a match under a minute, and Kalisto wins. Now it's on the pre-show, they will probably get more time, I reckon. But I thought, I'm looking at the card, it's quite big. I was thinking, under a minute, Kalisto, Solido, so
I think they were saying last night at the Hall of Fame on the pre-show for it. I think Ryback was actually saying it's going to be on it's the starting match for the main show. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, on here I've got it as it's on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just going off of what was said on there. And speaking of the Hall of Fame, did you see Kalisto had a Sexy Star with him last night?
Yeah, I saw her. She was there. She had the mat.
Jealous because he even wound up saying, "Dude, no, that's my wife."
Dude,
you're married to Sexy Star. You son of a bitch!
Wait. Because I haven't seen all of the Hall of Fame. I've seen up to
that was on the pre-show.
On the pre-show, dude. Listen, I saw Sexy Star in the crowd because they kept showing. I kept seeing the mask. I was like, hey, who's she with? She must be with someone because she's been Lucha Underground. So who's she with? Like, what the hell, dude? She's married to Kalisto. Kalisto, you absolute boss. You absolute boss.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yes. Dude. All right. So Kalisto takes that down. We go Total Divas. Brie, Paige, Natalia, Alicia Fox, and the Fool Eva Marie versus Bad and Blonde Lana, Naomi, Tamina, my girl Emma, Tenille, and Summer Rae. Now, Brady, obviously this was thrown in there just, between Brie Bella and Lana, so they decided to get this Total Divas bullshit together. Emma's now back up there. So which way do you feel this is going to go? Because it surprised me why Eva Marie was put in there.
I think the Total Divas will take it down. They're the faces. I'd love Eva Marie to get the pin and just be like, what up? And everyone's just booing her, like get out of the stadium, But I think the Total Divas will take it down. Like I'm not really that interested in this match.
I know, right? But Tim, I think it's the way they put Eva Marie in here was I think they put her in here on purpose, and I personally feel that the Bad and Blonde's gonna win, and they're gonna win because of Eva Marie screwing them.
I think that honestly, I can't really say on who I think it's going to win because I see it playing out in one of two ways. I see either Bad and Blonde winning and then Eva saying, you guys wound up making me lose, and just, to help solidify her being heel, given that she got treated like shit on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Or, they win and then she goes and tries to do the, yay, I did it for all of you guys. You should be thanking me kind of shit.
And they all let the finisher on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, interesting. All right, then we get to the last pre-show match, the Usos versus the Dudleys. Tim, who takes that down?
I'm praying the Dudleys.
Mm-hmm. I think
they honestly really need it.
Mm-hmm.
They need it because since they've come back, and since they got done doing their thing with the New Day, they've been stale.
Yeah,
been treading water.
It's like, we need them to be more like on how Team 3D was in TNA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're here to chew bubble gum, kick ass, and we're out of gum.
What about you?
We saw a bit more Bully Ray sort of character on Monday as well.
That's I'm loving that.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm going Dudleys, and I reckon they'll push that moving forward. That'd be real good.
That'll be great. All right, let's go to the main card now. Okay, so Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Okay. Now I believe that there's going to be some surprises. There's 4 spots left in there apparently. So Brady, who do you reckon is going to win, and which surprises could we see?
Right, I'm going to go again. I'm going crazy. It's either Mark Henry in his home state, and he goes like, "I did it, everyone! I did it!" And and then probably drops the trophy by accident, and it smashes, and he's like, "Oh God, not again!" How does Mark Henry, by the way, go from being really bad to really quite good for the Hall of Pain to really, really bad again?
Yeah, I know.
And if it's not Mark Henry, I'll tell you now, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the game, everyone.
Stop what?
Oh.
That's I tell you, that's who it is. I'll tell you now, and that's why it's on the main card. Yes, I have been on a lot of drugs this morning. No, I genuinely think that's why it's on the main card.
Okay, let's look at it like this. He doesn't have to do much. He just has to throw people out.
And as well, he could quite easily, there could be 19 men in the ring, and he could quite easily, when 4 or 5 had left, walk down and say, "I'm the 20th man!"
Yeah.
And he goes down, hits a couple of stunners, throws a few people out. Everyone is losing their minds, and it's just a great little moment.
People would lose their shit if that happened.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good shout, mate. That is a good shout.
That's why I should be on the creative team, everyone.
I love that.
I see it going either between Strowman or Big Show, but as far as for the mystery spots, I got, now that we've talked about that, I'm thinking it might be Austin also, because for a cat that's 50 years old, he's still in a hell of a shape. Mm-hmm. He's still in amazing shape for his age.
I like that shout. I mean, we saw RVD in the crowd yesterday at the Hall of Fame, so I don't see why RVD wouldn't be one of the surprises. Also, people are saying, "Oh, is Bobby Roode going to be in there?" That would be silly. Wouldn't put Bobby Roode in that position. But if Cesaro came back and won,
I
would love that.
Oh God, if Cesaro comes back, I'm gonna go nuts, because I'm like with Bingus is with Billy Gunn. I'm like that with Cesaro.
Don't even get me started with Bingus and the goddamn kip suck. Don't get me started.
I'll stop.
Bingus, I hate your guts, man. You no good son of a bitch. And you know why, man. I'm gonna speak to you tonight, goddammit. Anywho, let's move on from that before you get me catching the aneurysm up here. Okay, so
I think Tim is actually dying, by the way.
Yeah,
so
hyperventilating because he knows why.
Give him a minute or two.
He knows why. He knows what happened to me, man. He knows what happened to me, man. This is before your time, Brady. This is before your time. Beat the clock challenge. Beat the clock. Beat the clock challenge, dude. Don't even get me started.
Tim is genuinely just starts taking puff as inhaler.
Seconds, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Dude, seconds, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, go on to YouTube, check out all of our past episodes. Make sure you check out Beat the Clock Challenge. Man, I got screwed, dude. He tried to screw me over on the line, right? If someone lost, they had to wear a Hornswoggle t-shirt. We had to buy it, and you had to wear a Hornswoggle t-shirt, right? The dude screwed me. That's enough said. Just make sure you go check out that episode, goddammit.
I'm gonna go check this out. Like,
Damn it, Kenny, you made me have to pull out the freaking inhaler.
Let's go. All right, we ain't got long. We got 10 minutes. Let's kick on with this shit. New Day versus League of Nations. No title on the line. 3-on-4 match, Tim.
I thought it was a title.
No title on the line.
Apparently not.
No, yeah, I know.
You said it's on and then it's off and then on and off. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah, so Tim, New Day have been kicking ass like with them all the time. And after the Hall of Fame and the way the reception they got, what's your thoughts? Who takes it down?
Now that it's not a title match, I'm thinking that they're going to have League of Nations get the win now. Because, you know, I was thinking that it was a title match all up until then, because I was still thinking, you know, New Day's winning, hands down. You know, word's been going around that Barrett's leaving in June.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no sense in giving him the title just to throw it out, just to hand it to someone else a few weeks to a month later.
Yeah, true. Brady, what do you reckon?
I think this is going to be the best entrance. The New Day are going to do something crazy good. That's the bit I'm most excited about. I think the League win, but the New Day stand tall at the end. Like, and I tell you, I think this is the beginning of Big E's push to main event single star.
So do
He'll
you
win the title in the next 2 years.
I think they're going to wind up having like a huge, like, giant inflatable box of booty.
Oh, dude. They're on top of it.
Good.
Like, all day, they're on the box of bootios, yeah? And then, like, they come out of the box. They come out of the big box.
Yeah.
That's so
Bootios, because I make sure
Like,
you weigh booty.
Yeah. All right. What do you reckon? Do you reckon the League of Nations win? They just put the boots to New Day, and then The Rock or someone comes out to even the 4-on-4. Like something could happen like that. That would be.
I think it could go like that. You know, because especially given nobody still knows what Rock's role is with Mania. And he's been teasing the hell out of it, especially with his Instagram, like throwing out a picture, throwing out a video of Kevin Von Erich doing the discus punch.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Let's go into AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. So who do you reckon is gonna take this down, Tim?
Jericho, because you know it's the perfect time to debut. Doc and Gallows, they're already in Dallas. Why not have them come out to save Styles from being on the ass end of an ass kicking? That way you can wind up having them there. And if Balor comes out on Monday night, then next thing you know, all you got right there is the Biz Cliz.
Okay. All right. Ooh, that's interesting.
I was not predicting that.
What are you predicting then, Brady?
It's AJ all the way with the Clash, and it's a solid match, very nice. And there's a handshake afterwards, and Jericho bows out. There's a few other matches as a kind of facey again. Real cool. It'll be just cool to see AJ at Mania. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Another thing that's surreal.
Dude, they have to have like a backstage segment, right? Where AJ's walking, getting ready, and Shinsuke Nakamura is there, like standing there, and they just look at each other and they're like hug or something. And dude, if they do that shit in passing, that would be fucking sick. You got two guys that faced off on fucking Wrestle Kingdom and standing there together at WrestleMania in the same year.
You got two guys who main evented Wrestle Kingdom, which is pretty much like the Wrestlemania of wrestling, while Mania is the Super Bowl of wrestling. And, you know, just go and see each other like, hey, we did it.
Yeah, we're here.
I'd love Nakamura to do his little wink and AJ just throw out the too sweet, and it'd be like, oh my god, all the wrestling things. God, I love wrestling.
I know. It's still real to me. It's still real to me, damn it.
Oh god,
I know.
Before this, I was excited because I've just been obviously watching half of Takeover, but now I'm like, oh my god, I love it.
Like somebody just shot like 5 gallons of adrenaline into your neck.
All right, guys, we've got a couple minutes left. Let's go through this. Owens, Zayn, Dolph Ziggler's Zack Ryder, Sin Hunico, the Bullback Maze, Stardust. Who takes it down, Tim?
I'm going. I can't pick a definitive, so I'm saying it's going to either be Owens or Zayn, and I'm praying to God we get a fuck Cornette chant.
Oh man, I'm praying to God that after this we get the Owens Sami Zayn feud.
I already put out on my show a few weeks ago on how I think that we can get that at Extreme Rules.
Definitely.
I won't go into details plugging that, but go.
Brady, what do you reckon?
I think it'd be similar to the ending of this match last year. Not with headbutts this time, but Zayn and Owens at the top of the at the top of it, punching each other off. One of them goes through a table, I reckon, or something mad. They fall through something, like, because Owens loves a bump, like.
Oh yeah.
And I think Zayn
Package
wins
pile driver through a ladder.
Don't.
Ladder wars.
Yo, this is my live show reaction. This is my match for this.
Yep.
If that happens, I don't know. If people tweet me something mad to do, I'll like do something crazy. I'll get my ass out or something crazy, and I'll write Kevin at KO on my butt cheeks. Like,
Yeah, no one's gonna see that though.
Oh, well then you can take a photo of our Skype.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'll be just for you, Kinny. So.
No,
So you can...
It's like you're trying to show off that Brady butt.
No, I honestly think this will be a great match. I'm looking forward to watching it. And crazy bumps. Owens is taking one mental bump, and if Zack Ryder wins, I'll be so happy. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Oh, dude. All right, let's move on. Right, so we got Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks. Shout out the person who you reckon's gonna win. Brady.
I reckon it's Sasha Banks.
Boom. Sasha. Bad. It marked the boss, man. If she wins and it comes on Raw the next night, the women's division, the new women's championship belt. Oh my days. Her entrance is going to be sick. Snoop Dogg's going to come out with an entrance. He's going to be rapping. Listen, she's going to be looking like a boss. I cannot wait. Becky Lynch's entrance. Dude, I'm a mark for pyro. I'm a mark for steam. All that shit. She's going to be sick. Right.
I hadn't even thought about Snoop doing Banks' entrance. Holy crap. That's...
Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar. Tim, who's taking that down?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Ambrose, and that's only gonna be because he's gonna do like Edge and have to put Lesnar through a flaming table.
Okay, Brady.
Holy cow! I think it'll be either Ambrose wins it by some crazy sort of fluky win, but it's awesome nonetheless, or he is so close and he gets beat, but still looks the absolute king. And he's the number one performer tonight. Dean Ambrose will be the best wrestler on the card tonight.
Okay, bam. All right, Roman Reigns, Triple H.
Roman
all
the way across the sky.
Okay, what about you?
Brain saying Roman, heart's begging for Trip.
Okay. And then this is what I reckon is going to be the main event. Shane versus Taker. Tim, who's taking that down, mate?
I got to say Taker, because it's, he put it best on Raw. It's his backyard in a match that was custom tailored for him. Mm-hmm. And really, aside from Brock, we all thought he was going to drop the Bray last year. Look what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Okay, there we go, people. That is the Sunday Segue episode 158. Yo, it's 3 years, homies. 3 years. We've been going strong. Going strong. So guys, make sure you check out us on the flip side, because we're gonna be doing Segue TV episode 10, giving you the rundown of the road to Invasion Attack 2016 with the one Tom Brady and the one Fame Black. Hopefully, we get to do the trio challenge this week. So make sure you check that out on the flip side. Make sure you check us out tonight, guys. It'll be up tomorrow, but for those of you that are going to be on the show tonight, Wrestlemania live show, 4 hours of mental madness with the one man with no Instagram and the gal them sugar shugs, followed by Ryan Murphy and all of the sprinkles of the seg heads all in one. Make sure it's going to be up tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. And guys, if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo!